I'm going to actually give a slideshow. Does it come up on the screen? I'm waiting to see if it shows up there. Did I share?
No.
Oh, no, I didn't share. That's the problem. It would help if I hit the green button. And I'm going to hit this one here and share, and then put this there and do the slideshow. There we go. I think that'll do it.
Everything visible now.
Yes. Okay. So my name is Carl Fravel. Been around for a while here, and those of you who don't know, I've been doing technology since the early 70s. I am 70 years old, so, but going strong. I have a business called Applied Talent, which I've had for a number of years. And my participation in Decentraland has been a combination of providing services and technologies. And so a brief bio, well, maybe it's not so brief. I'm not going to read everything in it, but basically my career has been a mixture of technology, business. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've started a number of businesses. And what's key here is that I was invited to be an advisor to Decentraland in the summer of 2017. So I've been around since before the ICO, helping them with onboarding the folks. And they asked me to teach them about other virtual worlds. So having a lot of experience in Second Life, I took them on tour, took Esteban and Ari on a tour of Second Life and showed them a bunch of stuff and brainstormed with them about how they wanted to do things similarly and differently than some of the other virtual worlds. And so I contributed to 9 districts. And I'm on the district leadership team of several of them. The conference center I founded, Etheria and VRS districts, I assist with the leadership team, and I advise some other districts as well. I provided a number of services to the Decentraland community. Most of these have been like gratis, pro bono. But I'm beginning to earn some money doing some of them, and that's a nice transition. People are talking about like when are things going to get big? When are they going to be successful? A lot of people that you might think of as overnight sensations, that was like followed by preceded by 20 years of hard work. So be patient and work hard for the future. The things that I do is I host conferences and events in the conference center, which I founded. I've done a lot of training and education and mentoring of various people in Decentraland. I have built a lot of technologies that enhance scenes for my own builds and for other people's. I've been an advisor to a number of the districts, some business startups in Decentraland, and to various scene builders, especially people who know how to create design and 3D, but don't know how to do the technology to make the scenes interactive. So I've helped a number of scene builders in that respect. I assist with the management, not only of the conference center, obviously, but also of Etheria and the virtual reality systems district. And I have leased out land both from Etheria and the conference center, but also some of my private land. And that actually works. We're looking forward to there being platforms to automate that more, but you just sign up a contract and rent the land, and it works. Here's a not quite complete list of the technologies that I have made for various scenes. All of these are deployed in various scenes in the conference center. I monitor the traffic, who comes to events, etc. I have a very richly featured cinema system that is in several theaters in Decentraland, including 2 in the conference center. Sound system DJ console, most obviously visible in the Unity Cafe. I have tip jars around the conference center in various places, and much of the land is covered with a modular building design. Most of my scenes now, the configuration is data-driven from databases in the cloud. I can now collect payments, including with PayPal. I can do event ticketing, put up signage, data-driven signage. Guestbook can record any kinds of events that go on in a scene. I've made an improved version of the Pope dispenser, although usually I distribute Popes after the event, so the dispenser can't get rated, which does happen. I have an admission manager that controls who can do what in a scene, or whether even people can enter the scene for private events. Dance Automator, which you can see in the Unity Cafe. I made an improved NFT display, although it looks like Decentraland broke animated thumbnails of NFTs in the last week. I have to talk to them about that. I have some movie theaters. Obviously I do a lot of event hosting. Have an art gallery in the conference center that has a number of shows that have been shown in there. And I recently started moving the cloud services to Docker and Kubernetes so they're scalable, and that scaling is automatic now. First event in the conference center was February of 2020, the grand opening, just days after the world went live. And we hosted the first fashion show in Decentraland. I've hosted many events and meetings, company meetings, team meetings, etc. in the conference center. We have this grand theater, we have 2 other amphitheaters, we have the expo field, and about a dozen other venues that can be used for conferences. We have 2 operating theaters, and with Steve Deary, who goes by Pondweed Productions, has partnered with me in hosting film festivals. I think we've hosted about 10 film festivals now in the Star Cinema Theater. They're basically create the opportunity for a film festival that may be small and local to have a global reach. Because I do traffic monitoring, I'm able to give them good stats on how many people attended. DJ Rosa Alexi from Brazil does weekends in the Unity Cafe of music and dancing every week. You can find the events for that under Unity in the Decentraland event calendar. The gallery has rotating art exhibits. It's just south of the Star Cinema. I set up a lotus temple that's a replica of the Baha'i temple in New Delhi. It's just a place in the middle of the conference center where you can go to rest from all this information. And the rates for the use of the conference center are on its website. There's the link. It's pretty easy to remember, Decentraland Conference Center, DCLConf. This is a snapshot of the setup for the fashion show that was held in early 2020. We had a lot of people come with very early wearables, and it was great fun. This is an early conference, a international network of hackathons operated by women, and Vitalik Buterin was one of the keynote speakers. This was held in the meeting center in the conference center. Here's a picture from one of our weekend dancing. This was before the dance automator was installed, so everybody's just kind of standing unless he hit the emote button. But the dance automator now has everybody dancing all the time. Here's a free course that I created in 2020 and ran live during the summer of 2020. A lot of people have gone through this course and have gone on to become, some of the great builders in Decentraland. The course is still available for free online. If you go to the conference center website, tclconf.com, and go to the blog, go back to the May 17, 2020 blog item. That's what you're looking at here, and there's a link to the course. It's a Google Doc with instructional material and links to the videos that were done during the live course. And if you finish the course, you get a diploma. So if you're interested in learning more about that, be in touch. So the contact information to reach me, I'm best reached on Discord. You can reach me, you can connect with me through, if you haven't already, through the Decentraland or Conference Center Discord servers. I do have Twitter accounts for myself in the Conference Center. I don't use them real heavily, although we did advertise this event. And then there's the website for the Conference Center, and it has a contact form that sends me email. So there's lots of ways you can reach me. And that's it. What questions might we have?
Wow, thanks a lot, Carl. It was amazing talk, and I'm so surprised how you managed to do all those things. Like it's crazy, right? So you are
Yeah,
everywhere,
it's not my day job. I have a
and
full-time
it's not your
day
day job,
job.
bro. Yeah,
I,
it's
I
like,
run the IT department of a marine transportation company. Although I'm gearing up to retire by the end of next year if I can, so I can do this full time.
and you mentioned so many things during the presentations that even if it's not your day job, like it's so many, like a couple persons couldn't do it. And then what surprised me is that you are always around helping people, getting know Decentraland and helping them out at the same time working this much. So
It's a
yeah,
labor of love for sure.
yeah. And yeah, I speak to so many people in Decentraland. Everybody knows you, like, and everybody respects Carl, right? It's amazing. So how you
I'm
manage
giving
all,
a longer talk tomorrow towards the end of the conference in which I
yeah,
will talk about why I do this. So if you
okay.
want to learn more about kind of my motivation and what I see for the future, come listen to the keynote.
Okay. So, my question, Decentraland Conference Center. So what's your like kind of future plans about it? How you think, like how you see it developing moving forward? And we know you are building lots of things around it, but would be nice to hear future plans from your
I
side.
in the long distance future, I need to figure out how to have it be more of a publicly operated, a company with more than just me. So I've begun to partner with certain people for parts of it, like for the theater, the film festival, and the gallery. I have partners in both of those. Rosa with the DJing, and thank you for working with me to think about future conferences hosted by the conference center rather than simply actually organized by the conference center. So what I have seen is a gradual growth of everything I'm doing in there. More film festivals, more people coming asking if they can have shows in the gallery, more events and conferences, more people coming to the dancing. So it's growing.
Yeah. That's cool, and I think how kind of pleasure feeling it might be when you do this kind of all the hard work and then you actually see the people enjoying it and seeing it
Yes.
through.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
the biggest
And the other
pleasure.
thing that's changed, I think, over this last year is a lot of the early conferences. I just did them pro bono, the crypto chicks being the first one, and many others since then. But over the last year or so, I put up a rate sheet on the conference website, and people are coming in and saying, "Okay, so how much is it going to cost? Okay, I get that. All right, here's the conference," and they send me, some crypto or a check or something. So it's starting to actually generate some revenue, and that's very nice.
Cool.